I'm Bill Henry. I'm an ecologist and I'm director of Groundswell Ecology. We're a nonprofit that is dedicated to making places, including our parks, better for nature and people. So we are working with California State Parks Foundation to build climate resilient parks by implementing the Monterey Bay Living Shorelines program. This program encompasses some 10 parks in Central California to identify projects that are going to build the next generation of our coastline, where we can increase biodiversity along this coastline and make the coastline more resilient to the impacts of climate change. This whole area is impacted by climate change, by sea level rise, and the magnitude and frequency of storms are having impacts along this coastline. And we know a viable solution to these problems is the implementation of living shorelines. So building diversity along our coastline to build dunes and to use biodiversity to help protect our coastline against the impacts of climate change. The main product from this project is going to be an annotated list of projects that we can implement, actually take to the next stage to get boots on the ground along this coastline. A geodatabase with a bunch of different parameters, from accessibility, from the potential for the project to impact communities entitled to environmental justice, from the efficacy in protecting coastal resources. This list will allow us to determine which of the next generation of projects is going to have the biggest impact in protecting our parks and preserving biodiversity along our coastline. California State Parks Foundation has been a huge help in two primary ways. One is through direct support to forward programs that we know that are effective in enhancing habitat and enhancing the climate resiliency of our state parks. The other way is by listening to our on-the-ground experience at these different sites and then translating that experience into effective advocacy at the state level to start getting our legislator and our state governments, even local governments, to plug back into the needs of our parks to protect them for future generations.